The Dark Side of Pleasure, Aldous Huxley, Modern Slavery, and the Cost of Comfort. Imagine a world where comfort, pleasure, and distraction rule over freedom and individuality. What if I told you that this isn't just fiction, but a reflection of the modern world we live in? Welcome to the Dark Side of Pleasure, inspired by the prophetic ideas of Aldous Huxley. In his famous novel Brave New World, Huxley envisioned a society enslaved not by force, but by its obsession with comfort and pleasure. Today we'll explore how his warnings resonate in our modern age and the hidden cost of our pursuit of happiness. Aldous Huxley's vision in Brave New World. In Brave New World, Huxley paints a dystopian society where people are controlled, not by fear or violence, but by pleasure. Soma, a drug that eliminates pain and ensures happiness, keeps the population docile. Entertainment is shallow but addictive, and individuality is sacrificed for the sake of stability. But why does this matter today? Because Huxley's fictional world looks eerily similar to the one we're living in. Think about it. How often do we turn to our own versions of Soma, be it social media, consumerism, or instant gratification, to escape discomfort? The modern pursuit of pleasure. In our modern world, we're surrounded by endless opportunities for pleasure. Algorithms are designed to keep us hooked. Fast fashion, fast food, and endless streaming options promise us comfort and happiness at the click of a button. But there's a hidden cost. Psychologists warn that too much pleasure without meaningful effort or purpose leads to emptiness. Like Huxley's society, we risk becoming passive consumers instead of active creators. Even worse, this culture of pleasure often hides the exploitation behind it. For every luxury we enjoy, there's a cost paid by someone else. Modern slavery behind comfort. Huxley's world may have been fictional, but the modern pursuit of comfort often relies on real-world exploitation. Consider the fast fashion industry. Workers in sweatshops endure grueling hours and poor conditions to produce cheap clothing. The same applies to technology. Many of our gadgets depend on rare minerals, often mined under harsh conditions by exploited laborers. This is the modern slavery we rarely see. While we're distracted by comfort, others bear the burden of making it possible. The cost of ignoring Huxley's warnings. By prioritizing instant gratification, we're losing something deeper: our ability to think critically, connect authentically, and find true meaning in life. Huxley warned that a society obsessed with pleasure would trade freedom for comfort. Today we see this in the way we willingly give up privacy, independence, and individuality for convenience. So what's the way forward? Rediscovering meaning and freedom. The antidote to this cycle isn't rejecting pleasure entirely, but finding balance. True happiness comes from meaningful effort, relationships, and purpose. Take time to disconnect from distractions. Instead of scrolling endlessly, engage in something creative or reflective. Instead of buying what's easy, support ethical businesses. Remember, freedom comes from awareness. The more conscious we are of our choices, the less likely we are to fall into the trap of modern slavery disguised as comfort. Aldous Huxley's Brave New World wasn't just a warning, it was a wake-up call. The pursuit of pleasure doesn't have to ruin our lives if we choose to live with awareness and intention. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you balance pleasure and meaning in your life? And remember, comfort is easy, but growth, that's where life truly begins. Happiness is not achieved by the conscious pursuit of happiness. It is generally the byproduct of other activities. Aldous Huxley.